Okay, Facebook.
Hey man, Andre Johnson ain't get cut.
Nah, that's what I said.
Yeah, it was Chris Johnson. I looked at it all last night.
Boo. You enjoying yourself? No. No, she's fine. This is Sherrod. Sherrod earlier, if you do not know, the ladies over there with the fried chicken was scoping out, man. I mean, it was scoping you out. Hello?
Yep.
That ain't gonna make my day. That's what you trying to do. It ain't fucking working. I want to cover up right now. Give me a robe.
The old lady was checking
church
out
roll.
everything.
No, I don't care what you give me. Just cover this up. If you thought you was making my day, you're not.
See, I should.
This camera show's good. So you can't have a camera shows it's good. This camera shows good. Oh, okay. Sherrod, would you like to explain your method of the 1 through 10 female?
You want to do this now in public?
We have a system
A numbering system?
that
Me
we
and
have.
Nathan came up with this. Have
Yeah.
you met Nathan?
No.
He's like a 5'1" midget. He weighed 20 pounds and can do about 50 pull-ups.
So you have a numbering system for women.
Yeah, so we gotta get this for Facebook so they have this number system.
Was it developed by frat boys? Because I probably already know it. Okay.
No,
No, this is Nathan
original.
Brazil Jr. and Sherrod Burgess.
Okay.
This is
The numbering system.
I'm
Okay.
gonna blow mine.
Okay.
We're waiting on you so I can blow mine.
I'm multi-task.
Now,
Every time I hear this,
now, there's 0 to 10. Okay.
Okay.
You got your 0 to 4, okay? Those are typically the ones that ain't got nothing going for them. They on welfare. You know, they got about 7 kids, about 7 different baby daddies and things like that. Those are your 0 to 4s, okay? Your 5 to 7s are typically the ones that they got something going for them. They got a nice job. They might have a kid or two, but they take care of their business and stuff. They don't look great, but they don't look bad. They're what you would call, they're your wife materials. They're they're the equivalent of the middle class, okay? That's what most people hunt. They hunt in that 5 to 7 range.
Okay.
Then you got your 8 to 10s.
Okay.
Your 8 to 10s are them Kim Kardashian style, take a naked selfie in the bathroom and get 10,000 likes. If you get 50 likes on one photo, you're probably an 8. Now here's where the dudes come in at. Alright, this is where I'm finna blow your mind. If you a dude, you got to know your number. Okay?
This is true.
You got to know your
You
number.
can't date up. You gotta try and date.
I'm going somewhere.
ahead.
I'm finna take you somewhere.
Go ahead.
I'm finna take you
This is
somewhere.
true.
You got to know your number. If you are 0 to 40, you have no business trying to talk to an 8 to 10. You live with your mama. You have no job. You're looking for a welfare check. You need to be in 0 to 4 range. That's typically where you gonna hunt at, okay? You can get your little wick, you can get your milk, your cheese, your bread, all of that stuff, and it's paid for, and she got 7 kids, and that's your headache. That's where you need to stay. You know you can't afford to take an 8 to 10 nowhere but Popeyes on a Tuesday and McDonald's off the dollar menu. You got to know your number. Now, if you're a 5 to 7, you need to ask yourself this question. Do I want to die young? Let me tell you why. Because see, this is true. I'm finna save somebody right now. A 5 to 7 will go and get him an 8 to 10, and it'll be an 8 to 10. And all the other 5 and 7s will be 5 to 7 dudes will be like, oh man, you bad, you a bold, you bold. You got your 8 to 10, you bold. And he's saying, yeah, I'm bold, but eventually he marries the 8 to 10, and that's when the fun starts. Because then she want all the 8 to 10 type stuff, and you ain't no 8 to 10, you don't know what that is. Okay, you don't know what that is. So basically what happens is, the reason so many black men die from high blood pressure and diabetes and cholesterol they come up with stuff we ain't even know. Why you think we catch cancer everywhere? Because you are 5 to 7 trying to float in the 8 to 10 range. You got to know your number. It is imperative that you know your number. You cannot venture outside of your number. You cannot. You cannot. And here's what I say to them 8 to 10 women. Every time you try to deceive a 5 to 7 or below, you are operating outside the covenant. You were blessed with good looks. Stay in your range. It slays me how these 8 to 10s get with these 0 to 4s and then have the... Oh, it's mine. Thank you.
That's this song?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Need a 4?
No, I should be fine. I should be fine. Thank you, sir. You know what kills me about the 8 to 10 girls? You get with these 5 to 7 dudes, and then got the audacity to get mad. Well, when I was with Tyrone bought me a Bentley whenever I want, and he was an 8 to 10. He could afford to do 8 to 10 stuff. I'm just trying to feed you. I'm not trying to give you the restaurant. You want me to buy you a franchise? I gotta buy you a McDonald's to show you I love you. That's what I'm saying, man. It's a sliding scale. Know your number, stay in it. That's all you gotta do. I know my number. Yeah, I know my number. You ask me what my number is. 5 to 7. 5 to 7. Now, if I feel real bold and I want to be adventurous, 8. I tap it. It's like a stove. You can't put your hand on it because it's hot. 8. As fast as I touch it, I got you. I gotta pick my hand up. 8, you know, it's 8. 9 to 10, I ain't got time for it. You're not finna stress me out. You're not finna stress. I deal with enough stress in my own house to be dealing with your problem. You're not finna stress me. Wow. You're not finna, but I know my number. Wow. So what you do is, if you get with somebody that is in your number, you don't have no problem. Jay-Z know he's a 9 to 10, so he went and got him a 9 to 10. He ain't got no problem. Okay? You see where I'm going? Oh yeah. Okay, you see where I'm going. See, you a 5 to 7. You tried to get with a 0 to 4. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. You know why? Because 0 to 4, you was operating outside your covenant. You can't do that. It don't work that way. It don't. I'm finna save somebody right now. If you know what you are.
When you look at the camera and talk to the universe, talk to the world.
You know what you are. You know what you are. Let me put the glasses back on. I want you to see. You know what you are. If you are a 5 to 7 and you see a 10, you need to run. Don't look at it. Don't touch it. Don't talk to it. Don't feel it. Don't think about it. Don't lust over it. You need to run because you are operating outside of the covenant.
Wow.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Because one day you'll look back on what I just told you and you'll say, he said that. Because then you're going to be divorced and you're going to be wondering what's happening. And she cruising down the street in somebody else's Lamborghini because you living with your mama somewhere. You done went from being a 5 to 7. You done let it take you from a 5 to a 7 to a 0. Then next thing you know, you wonder how you started operating from 5 to 8. And now you 0 to 1. You can't even get past 1. Don't do it. You don't do it.
Dr. Sherrod.
You don't do it. I didn't save somebody's life right there.
Yeah, someone has touched me.
That's a testimony. Yeah, that's a testimony. You don't do that. I'm telling you. I had to